What is up, folks? Welcome once again to another awesome session, another hot session here at the Act Now Hot Issue hashtag What's for Lunch. Mio Adlan here together with you as always to accompany you untuk menemani anda untuk sesi setiap hari that we have from Monday to Friday at 12 p.m. Also, don't forget to check us out on Spotify as well as the Apple Podcast, because why? You can actually listen to our previous episodes on our podcast. So make sure you guys go and find it, because there's a lot of episodes, a lot of topics, banyak topik menarik yang kita dah pernah cover, yang kita pernah kendalikan sebelum ini. Contoh macam semalam, we had a very interesting topic about the local Malaysian Paralympians representing the country. Okay, one of it. So make sure you guys go and check it out. And also, not to forget, make sure you guys also download the Act Now mobile community app on your Google Play Store as well as your App Store. Because of the greatness of the app, you can report any incidents, anything that's happening within your community for the municipal councils or the governing body around your area to take action as soon as possible. All right, enough about that. Let's kick things off with whatever it is that we want to talk about today. And we have two very interesting topics. We have two very serious topic, sangat-sangat serius sebenarnya. And of course, kalau tak serius, saya tak boleh. Sebab kawan saya ni, dia sangat serius. Dia seorang yang sangat serius. Nak buat lawak dengan dia pun susah. Jom kita ajak Melvin Lam. Hey Melvin, what's up?
I'm serious, but I'm fun too, okay?
Exactly. You're always fun. We're fun. We're here for the people, to share with the people what is cool and what is of a concern out there, and then it's our duty to do so. Betul tak, Melvin?
Yes. We like to highlight community issues so that we keep everyone's aware, and we have our 2 cents opinions.
I punya lebih sikit. I punya RM2 lah. You 2 cents ke? I punya RM2.
I only 2 cents because I'm so young. I just live life. I just started my life.
Itulah dia semangat kita nak daripada orang berjiwa muda. Belia, you masih belia ke?
Belia.
Belia. Okay. Jangan beli benda-benda sudah untuk menjadikan you belia tu. Alright, so kita nak termasuk dengan topik yang pertama kita. We want to jump in straight to the first topic at hand. Maybe you guys have been living under the rock, fellow viewers, because why? Ever since yesterday, something magical has happened. Sesuatu yang sangat menarik telah berlaku, in which that 11 businesses were allowed to operate even though they are in phase 1 of the Pelan Pemulihan Negara. Melvin, this is good news, isn't it?
Yes, it's good news. But of course, I say, please, we have to take care of ourselves. Well, the government, the last government, should I say, has allowed us to open since yesterday. But the responsibility still lies in our own hands. Please follow the strict SOP. That's all I want to say. Otherwise, things will get worse. We'll be back to square one again, and who's to blame? It's ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, before we actually go more into this topic, allow me to just share this with the fellow audiences. Is that the 11 sectors or 11 industry or businesses that's allowed to operate starting from yesterday, seperti apa yang telah dikemukakan oleh kerajaan lepas. I need to specify that as well. Those 11 businesses are, first of all, car wash, electrical and electronic stores, household goods and kitchen utensil stores, furnitures, sports equipment, car accessories, car distribution and sales. Boleh you pergi beli you punya Lamborghini dah sebenarnya, Melvin. Morning markets and pasar tani, clothing and fashion accessories, jewelry store, dan yang paling penting sekali yang ramai rakyat Malaysia sebenarnya menantikan pembukaannya adalah kedai gunting rambut. Those are the 11 businesses that has been allowed to operate even though we are in phase 1. Now, phase 1 negeri-negeri fasa pertama adalah seperti Selangor, wilayah Persekutuan, Negeri Sembilan, and a few more. And I believe that the government, the previous government, I think we're allowed to say that, they were under high pressure to let these businesses open, don't you think?
Yes, they are. I mean, let's say the COVID-19 is here for some time, or I would say probably here is for the rest of our life. So we have to.
So sad, guys. Sedih gila. The rest of our lives. Oh my God.
Yeah, it means let's prepare for it. You know, it's something that is sad, but let's prepare. It's probably I say it's a new norm. So the last government was under pressure, and that they actually set qualifications that allow states or territory that must half of its adult population fully vaccinated, and to qualify for such relaxations, you know, to allow the 11 business. But something I do not understand, Mio, jewelry and fashion accessories. Is it?
Bukan you saja, Melvin. I'm sorry. Bukan you saja yang berfikir demikian. Because why? One of our viewers, Nick, is actually saying, I wonder who buys jewelry during pandemic to wear at home. Betul. You share the same concern.
I was looking. Okay, we need vehicles accessory shop with something breakdown, clothing, or I have to buy a new pair of underwear, something like that. But jewelry and fashion accessories, it's hard for me to take it to absorb this.
No, because again, okay, I'm trying to be the more on kata logical thinking lah. Okay, putting on my logical thinking, the seriousness thinking is that, you know, businesses are businesses regardless, and there are some Malaysians out there, I know for a fact, that who have an extra amount of cash, who wants to splurge on these kind of things but can't afford to, because again, your Tiffany & Co tutup, your Habib Jewel tutup, your Tommy tutup and whatnot. Mungkin time ni dia nak beli sebab dia nak, you know, you have to do all the Instagram stories, your reels, your TikTok and whatnot. You need ice, man. You need new jewelries, no?
Oh yes. That's why it comes into the hair salon. I will do up my hair.
Tapi I just nak bagi tadi kan.
Next to jewelry.
Exactly. I nak sambung tadi because bila I kata yang fasa pertama tu, the phase 1 of the Pelan Pemulihan Negara, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states. The states are, let me announce it again. It's Kedah, Negeri Sembilan, Melaka, Johor, Selangor, Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur, and Wilayah Persekutuan Putrajaya. Those are the 7 states, I would say, who are still in phase 1 and dapat orang kata apa, and have this 11 businesses open. Now, the SOPs that has been set, it is stated very, very clearly that sesiapa saja yang nak pergi ke kedai-kedai ni, whoever who wants to visit these stores must be fully vaccinated, like say 2 full dosages if you're on Pfizer, or if you're on AstraZeneca, if you're on Sinovac, 1 full dosage if you're on CanSino, if you're on Johnson & Johnson. Obviously, being vaccinated, now you are able to reap the rewards kan. I dah fully vaccinated, I can go and cut my hair. Betul?
Pardon me?
No, not me, but people like you lah. People like you.
Okay, to tell you, Frank, I will probably wait for a while because everyone seems to cram into this premises. It's open, barbershop, hair salon. Everyone seems to be rushing there. I would wait and see. My attitude will be I wait and see for next 2-3 weeks when things everyone want to do is around rush that, get it over. I would have, because I've been living this for the 3.5 months not having my hair cut, and I quite to since last week my new hairdo, comb backs needs and all these things. So I would not rush. I would not rush for the sake of rushing because I miss them or anything. But I think we should. This is so-called also the SOP we need to follow, because we get the place too packed.
Yeah.
Things might arise again. So I hope that they will not only open. I think the authorities should restrict. Okay, one day, let's say you're allowed to have, and every hour, or depends on your size of your salon or the barber shop, you have only allowed you 50% capacity at any time so that people will not cram. No waiting at the receptions, or outside queuing up to come for your hair trim, but always must be by appointments and all these things. I think these things must be ironed out, which I don't know whether, because it's not been, since it's announced on the weekend, it's not actually, the details SOP has not been published.
Yeah.
And I'd like to share with you, sorry, Mio, something interesting. This morning I actually I call the chairman of my residential area, the morning market chairman.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "God, you're not open yet?" He said, "No, because only today TPKL asked us for a meeting." I said, "Was it supposed to be a Monday or day earlier? Because it was announced that on the 15th, the morning market can be open, but only today, TPKL asked them to visit them and brief them. So I think, why is that a delay?
I mean, yeah, maybe it's because of I mean, like, again, this is purely speculation on our side, and me speculating in saying that is it the lack of organization, the last minute announcements, people weren't ready, they had a lot of different parties they need to organize with in regards of having to handle such big place such as a market. I mean, contohnya kalau kedai-kedai macam biasa, just a simple shop lot, I don't think you need that much of an
because
gerakan lah kan.
Yeah, at least in my area, the morning market, at least 150 vendors. So it's quite
that's
huge.
A lot.
Yeah. So I told her, I mean, I don't know what DPK are going to brief you, but please ensure that people that comes and visits here, first of all, must be fully vaccinated. They must have the digital certificates, which also say the date, whether like exact 2 weeks later or 1 month later to be effective.
Yep.
Do not accept anyone who show you a print copy of the digital certificate. I say there's no such things. And make sure your vendors and their staff, those that they hire part-time, to help them, the vendors, are fully vaccinated. I say you can't please all the vendors, you can't please everyone, but we have to be very safe, because we're talking about life here,
Yeah.
And it's a market that every day. I mean, if we open for 3-4 hours in a day, that definitely will a few hundred people goes there. It's because my area is not only serve my area, the neighborhood, the surrounding Damman also comes to my place to shop their morning's essentials. So you will see a few hundred people at any time, during the morning market. So I say you must be very strict.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, just to share you a story as well. My neighbor, my next door neighbor, who actually owns a salon down in Puchong, he's still having doubts. I spoke to him personally. Granted, with physical distancing, he was over on his side and I was over on my side, even wearing mask. No, just to specify, like, kita budak baik kan. So we were having a chat, and then, like, he himself is still worried about opening. He said that he's not going to open yet because he doesn't feel safe. He doesn't know where are all of his customers are coming from, how are they exposed to the world out there, and could they actually bring the disease, the virus, into his shop? Then his shop would then become a cesspool, a source of the virus that it could spread even more. So he, as a business owner, is also having doubts. As excited as he is that businesses can be open, he's still very scared. This is a very very serious matter because viruses can kill. Obviously, not opening up your business can kill your business, but viruses can kill you. That's the scary part, Melvin.
Yeah. This morning, I also found out in my neighborhood, one restaurant, because I went to a pharmacy this morning, so next door is a restaurant. It's closed now because 2 of the staff tested positive.
Ayo.
And opposite the restaurants, the chicken rice store closed again for the second time because of tested COVID-19 again. They put a sign out there. So imagine that we can't be. We want to be safe. Sometimes we have to be careful. If it's avoidable to not go out unnecessary, just buy and go. So I told the chairman of the morning market, also advise those people who check in, ask them, please buy your things and go, because the tendency, all these people who probably after buying they would chit chat with each other, around the corridors and all these things. So it's we should practice. I mean, I hope those who hear this, please advise your family or your or those who know that go out. They say, please just do whatever you want to do and then just leave the place.
Yeah. We want to hear from you, fellow viewers, actually. Kepada semua penonton kita, whoever it is that you are, whether you're a business owner, whether you're just a customer, we want to hear, what do you think? Should businesses still be able to open? Would you yourself, as an individual visit or patron a shop right now because it's now permitted? Do you still have that fear, or you don't care? You just want to go out and visit all of the stores? Do give us a comment down in our comment box. We would love to hear from you. I, for once, for sure, I will not visit a barbershop anytime soon. That's confirmed.
You.
If I visit a barbershop, then please report me to the Kementerian Kesihatan. Something wrong somewhere inside my head.
Probably you're going there for hair implant.
Maybe, perhaps. Okay, finish about our first topic. Yeah, we've talked about businesses, and again, it's a bit of a good and bad thing when we talk about, businesses are able to open right now. But one thing that is a no joke, one thing that is a no play, especially in my book specifically, is that the condition that we're in right now and the rumors in saying that schools will be reopened. Okay, this is very close to my heart again because I am a father. I have a daughter, and I am living in a very frightful world because right now the number of cases have not been very encouraging at all. And initially, again, need to specify this, the previous government has actually opted to open up schools on the 1st of September, but then they have actually shifted it and even moved it further down the road in saying that it's going to be open on the 3rd of October. Macam apa, tak ada ketentuan. I mean, like, how is this going to happen, Melvin? What's going on?
Well, my advice is that forget about 2021 schools. Let's now, to year end, make sure all the students that's qualified, 12 years and above, are fully vaccinated. The teachers and the staff of the school have to be fully vaccinated. Because I'd like to share with you, yesterday afternoon after our show, I write an article, this concerning hospitals worker that's died of COVID-19. I mean, that's probably not quite normal. We say, yeah, they contacted 19. But this person that worked as in a public hospital has not been vaccinated at all. So the authorities, they say, will come after that. Why? How come he's not vaccinated? You could be a contracted worker, but they have to be vaccinated. How could you expose someone who worked in such a high-risk area without getting vaccinated? So the school's the same. I hope not just the teachers and students, the canteen staff, the cleaners, and all those things have to be fully vaccinated. And through our mobile app, AdNow platform, we have previously, beginning of the year, we have received a lot of complaints from from the parents that snap pictures and video. They say after school, when school's over, somehow the parents, all those are packed trying to fetch the children off. There's no SOP follow.
I mean, like me personally, if I may share, Marvin, I mean, like me personally, from my own experience earlier in the year when schools were able to open, I mean, being part of the school, we understand that, because my own child is actually in a primary school, and it is much more difficult to handle because parents can get super paranoid. Every parent is paranoid out there, worry about their kids, especially the ones who's in standard 1, standard 2, being super young and whatnot. Yes, they want to follow SOP, but at the end of the day, they are being a bit selfish in just thinking about themselves, and they just want to get their kid out of the school. They don't care about lining up. They don't care about, people will literally shoulder to shoulder. I understand. Like me as a father, I understand that you're concerned, but you're not thinking about everybody else. You're just thinking about yourself, and that's not fair at all. And talking about vaccination, as what was declared by KJ previously, is that the vaccination would be open to teenagers, 12 years and above. Now,
Yes.
that only works for sekolah menengah. That only works for high school. Sekolah rendah macam mana? So, that's a bit of a scary thought. My daughter will not be vaccinated because she's in sekolah rendah, tapi sekolah menengah boleh buka because they can be vaccinated. So, dia macam confused sikit, Melvin.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a thing at a time, because probably they have not found a very good vaccines that able to the students or the kids below 12 able to adapt it. But for those 12 and above, make sure they're fully vaccinated. Those in colleges, those are in university, please make sure they are fully vaccinated. And of course, I say lecturers, teachers, staff, workers there, please make sure, even the guards on the matter, you know, security guards are all fully vaccinated. So it boils down to also the responsible of the head of the school to ensure that these are in practice, you know. Don't voice out when things happen. We have no directions, you know. You as the head of your principal or the head of the school, you say ensure everyone is vaccinated. Otherwise, you can actually give a proposal to education ministry. Need to be implemented. Things need to be implemented. So do not wait things to happen. This is where the culture of Malaysians. After things happens, hoo ha, and then after the hoo ha, the period, things everyone forgotten about it, back to square one.
Yeah, itu masalahnya. I mean, like, I totally agree with you. Some of us are actually adapting the reactive style of things and not proactive. So, you know, parents out there, I mean, like, specifically parents out there and the teachers as well, the school board together dengan PIBG should actually work together in coming up with their own standards, their own style, whatever it is that they feel is safe following or whatever that has been instructed by the government, at least, you know, langkah-langkah keselamatan, langkah-langkah yang perlu diambil. As like what we have discussed before, going into a restaurant, you don't want to enter a restaurant where you know that the cook or the waiters are not fully vaccinated because they are open to get the virus much larger versus somebody who's fully vaccinated. Same case dengan sekolah juga. Kalau makcik kantin tak vaccinated, kalau pak jaga tak vaccinated, ataupun kalau cikgu sendiri tak vaccinated, that gives the opportunity for the virus to actually spread even more, and that's the last thing that you want this to happen. Now, just wanted to ask your opinion, Melvin. Again, you're not being a parent, but obviously you love kids. I mean, like, you want the safe, you want a safe environment for all the children out there to actually experience back, you know, how is it to be a child? Because zaman kita dulu, obviously, is so different. We get to live our lives, you know, to the fullest when we were children. But now, no, they need to have some sort of normality. Hence why they need to be in school. But schools cannot be open. This would just stop their development as being children. Ke? Tidak? What do you think?
I think, of course, well, you can agree with me or disagree with me. I mean, looking at, probably us, we can actually, let's say I have a kids and you have kids, right? We can actually home educate them, you know. Of course, access to internet, a laptop, whatever it is, what helps, you know. So we have to spend time, especially, now a lot of parents probably work at home and all these things. So spend time with them, go through this the education syllabus and all these things. But of course, make sure that they attend online classes. That if that we have the laptop and the internet facilities at home. But this is, I think, but a lot probably who does not have that to date. Very unfortunately, the last government has not delivered the promised laptop to the students.
Yeah, we're
not going to do that, but we will try our best what we can so that our children would not be, even though it's time it could be better if they attend school because you have the teachers to coach them, but we try ourselves, you know. You have TV programs now that is educations and all these things as well. So we make full use of it, you know. We can't say, these 2 years, 2020, 2021, very unfortunately, this 2 years has been wasted. It's not productive at all, you know. We don't want to prolong this. We have to work together. You know, and that's why I asked that hope the new government come in fast, do consider it that October 3rd, even that it's not the right time to not open up. Because we have opened up so many times, and after that we close back again, open, close back again. So it's October. I mean, if you school semester, early December, they were another school break. No, don't do that. It's not going to help. But else, focus on vaccinations. I would rather the school hall and all those things be at vaccinations, get the students all back. Okay, back to school for vaccinations. And I think, because every school have quite a big hall, So at least the students are back to school, but it's for something good purpose. And these children will not be exposed to adults. When I ask them to go to the centers, you will expose to a lot of people along queues, foreigners there and all this thing. They will be paranoid as me. But if the vaccination center is set in their own school, and only 2 children are allowed to attend, probably you say, okay, these 2 days at this scholar or what. You think 1 day, I think is good enough already, from morning to afternoon to complete the vaccination program.
Yeah, perhaps those actually could be ideas on trying to, curb this thing. But I totally agree with you in saying that kita tak boleh we can't have that culture where you try and then you buka and then tak jadi and then tutup and then you buka and then you tutup. We can't really have that. We need to make sure that everything should be in proper. Everything should be at the best condition as they possibly can. But also we need to live our lives as much as possible, because I believe that we also mentioned this before. Kita dah tak boleh nak fikir we want to beat the virus. We need to figure out a way to live with the virus as well. So we need to be brave in that sense. But living with the virus, you need to get yourself equipped. Bukannya live with the virus, you suka hati nak keluar macam tu je. No, it's about living with the virus very very cautiously and having the right tools, having the right equipments, if I may say so, in order to live with it and be the best that you can. As you said, 2020, 2021, you can scratch it off the calendar as if they never existed. Let's just try to be better moving forward. Wow, walaupun 2 topik yang ringan, tapi rasa macam berat juga sembang pasal topik-topik macam ni kan?
That's why it's hot issue.
That's why it is hot issue. That's why issue yang kita bawa to you guys from Act Now Hot Issue, What's for Lunch ni memang something that you guys need to know. But yeah, we're running out of time. We're at the end of our show. But yeah, we didn't do it yesterday because kita ada guest malam. Tapi hari ni kita nak sambung balik about the one German phrase of the day with Mio Adlan and Melvin Lam. So Melvin, kalau kita, when we discuss the other day, ataupun kita dah buka cerita hari tu tentang good luck. When people want to say good luck, you say feel gluk. I don't know whether you remember or not. Feel gluk. Okay? So that is good luck. Tapi if somebody were to go out and they want to have fun, contohnya, I want to send out my kids and then I want to send out my kid to her friend's place, and then I say, okay, have fun. So have fun in German means mach Spaß.
Mach Spaß.
Mach Spaß.
Spaß.
Spaß. S-P-A-Z.
S-P-A-Z. Spaß.
Mach Spaß.
Spaß. Wow.
Not washing machine. What you watch?
But washing machines.
So mach Spaß means have fun. That's how you say it in German. All right. So all Melvin, mach Spaß, you're gonna be, waving that Act Now hot issue flag for the next 2 weeks. So mach Spaß, have fun.
Oh, definitely have fun. We also expect a lot of videos, updates from you all the way from Tokyo.
Hopefully. Thanks a lot, Melvin. So hope to see you.
I will teach you. Thank you. Arigato.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Come on. International man here. Thanks, my man. I'll see you when I see you then. Cheers, man.
All right. Okay.
Right. All right, guys. That was Melvin together with myself with another edition of Act Now Hot Issue, What's for Lunch. Don't forget to make sure you guys download our mobile Act Now mobile community app on Google Play Store as well as the App Store, and check out our previous episodes on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts for our podcast. Hope to see you guys again in a very close future, and make sure you guys stay safe, stay well, and don't forget to get yourself vaccinated, guys, if you want to go and cut your hair, right? Take care now. Bye-bye.